Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming out to this virtual info session for Taubman College of Architecture. Today, we're just going to be doing a quick little talk about all of the admission requirements for our first year applicants. So, just going over some things that you need to be aware of when submitting your application to make sure that it's full and complete, and we can properly review each of your individual applications. So, starting with the basics, things you need to know. Is that for our first year applicants, we very strongly recommend that you submit a dual degree application. So one of those being to Taubman, and then for the dual part, the second school you're be submitting an application to is to one of three schools, those being either the College of Literature, Science, and the Arts, often referred to as LSA, the College of Engineering, or third, the Stamp School of Art and Design. So we often refer in the admissions process to those schools as kind of your second unit. And when applying to those schools, it will be through the common application or the coalition application. So be submitting a application for those. But when filling out the common app or coalition app, you can select that your preferred academic plan would be for Taubman, so that you can still be kind of moving along in the process for that. But we ask you to do that early action so that you can, by the end of January in 2022, you'll be receiving that early decision on your second unit school, um, which can either be an acceptance or deferral. And then from there, after submitting those early actions and those decisions, you can move on to focusing um, on your Taubman requirements, which will be due by February 1st. So the Taubman application, you don't worry about doing that early action plan. Before I move on to our Taubman requirements, I just want to make sure I make note a few things to be aware of during the common or coalition applications. You'll be asked to submit any high school transcripts that we need, some teacher evaluations or letters of recommendation. There'll be some essay questions to go along with those applications so that we can, further understand you as a student and your background. And then any standardized test scores, whether that be the SAT, ACT, that you have available that you would like us to see during that application review and admissions process. So, moving on then to our Taubman application. Once you have submitted that early action plan, the biggest thing and last thing that we need you to do for that Taubman application is submitting the portfolio requirement. So, the portfolio will be due February 1st, which is the regular University of Michigan decision deadline. So, not early action, just the regular one. And what do we want in that portfolio? So the portfolio, we have on our website a whole list of things that can be included in it. Basically, it's just what you can submit to show kind of your artistic background, creative potential, all those things. It can be anything from photography to freehand or mechanical drawings, sculptures, any kind of ceramic work, fashion or costume design, even the various forms of digital media that you would like to include that you worked on. Any of those things that you feel would best demonstrate kind of the work you've done and where you can kind of excel and progress. Keep in mind there are some formatting requirements to go along with those portfolios, not just submitting various forms of artwork. We do ask that you submit your portfolio in an Adobe portable document, with the maximum size being 8.5 by 11. So once you kind of submit that early action stuff, start working on that portfolio and getting the formatting down, thinking about what you do want to put in it, just so you don't run into any issues with those formats. And then otherwise, when submitting your portfolio, it will be submitted through what is called Slide Room, which you will be receiving a link to when filling out your applications. But if you're having trouble finding that, the link to Slide Room is also on our website. And to make note, there is a $6 fee to go along with submitting the portfolio, barring any kind of fee waivers that you may apply to you when filling out your application. So that's kind of the basics to know about our admission requirements. So just to kind of do a quick overview of what you need is filling out the Common App or Coalition app as a dual degree, selecting the preferred Taubman admission. Again, that dual degree is for LSA, College of Engineering, or the Stamp School of Art and Design. And then that's done by November 1st. You'll receive that acceptance or deferral by the end of January in 2022. And then by February 1st, submitting that portfolio requirement for Taubman through Slide Room. So If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to our Taubman College admissions email. We would be happy to answer and clarify any points. Otherwise, best of luck on your applications and your future endeavors. Thank you, everyone.